How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spot.
Vibes. Look, baby go 2 is reloaded. Got the hottest tape in the streets right now. Yeah. Listen, look, they done broke up the young and now they got me started. Used to post in a vacant apartment, shoot like a rapper but move like an artist. Only see blue when I roll out this coffin. Listen, think it's time that I clear up the rumors about who got the city on offense. I am not shorty, they see I'm maneuver, cause when I be stepping, moving them stompers, I get that motivation to the realest. I'm missing to my bag and not my feelings. I make a couple thousand for my minutes, trippy little step on mommy little minutes. I see him throwing shots but I don't feel it. We don't even know your block the corn spin it. Please you going, I already did it. The money you show made it up for citizens. Got up the porch, I fell in love with the court. I cannot play for no lackers. Went on the tour, realized I had to see more. You be coming, we still go backwards. Girl is a cross, she only beat for the sport till we catch her in here while I ask her. Move like a boss, I fell in love with my sauce and I heard it until a rapper. Hold on, that's tough. I just straight out the town, that's us. Told them I got the crown. That what if the homies ain't feeling your sound? That's much. We're too booked in around, that's much. I left my dog and I found bad luck. If you play with my name, you a clown. That's us for my team to LA. I am now that up. But I'm not underrated, that's an understatement. I'm the hottest coming off the bleacher. Went from my mother basement to 100 stages. I remember saving up for sneakers. Got me a deal before I got a feature. I was convinced to play me on his speaker. Body like never let nobody reach her. If he gon' say it, do it on a Nina. Flow unlocked. Way too small, I don't know no op. Say to my lane, now I know nuts up and they know what I think cause they know my block. I put in paper, these froze up rocks, so I'll go ahead and take it, go show my knock. Mama gon' break her, she know.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LeBron, female rap elite. Listen, I know I've been laying low for the few days, but listen, anytime, let me tell you something about me. Let me tell you something. I love YouTube. Hold on, shit. I love YouTube, but this is not my, like, I love talking to y'all, real talk. But YouTube is not my bread and butter. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm the type of person where it's like, I mean, you never really know what a person is going through. But anytime I get low, just know I'm working. Like, it's just, I learned that from the best. Like, anytime that I'm low, I'm working. I'm never just low and I'm just not doing nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Um, yo, tell me why. Like, I really want to speak on this, right? Because some people, they just don't get it. They don't get it through their skulls. And I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that, but I'm being realistic. I ain't trying to be honest, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but I be having exes from like the early 2000s who still be wanting me, right? Now, the reason why I brought this up is because, like, this is the week of Christmas, right? I have a baking business, right? I've been extremely busy for the past probably 2-3 weeks, right? Probably making over $300 a day and still working my full-time job, right? Doing good, doing it, right? So I just had to like have some realization this week. Like one of my exes from like from the early 2000s, I'm talking about we haven't been together since the early 2000s, and like you keep hounding me, and then like people sending you messages talking about, oh, is there something wrong? I'm fucking busy. I'm getting money. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Whatever we had in the past, that shit's over. Like I was a fucking child then. You understand what I'm saying? Like some people, they try to think that they could get in your mind on some shit like, oh, if we were still, well, we not still together. We not. I found way better after you. I was younger then. Like, why are you living in fucking 2001? I was fucking 18, 19 years old then. Why the fuck you living there? I'm not there no more. And you know what's so crazy? It's the manipulation is crazy too, right? So with this ex, they try to support my business. But let me tell you something. If you go to cookieconfidant.com and you place an order and you like me, do not support my business because you think that it's gonna get me. Like, my nigga, you know, I just told you, like every day, like I'm getting notifications from my bank account that like, oh, a deposit. I'm not going to give you what I'm like. You think I'm supposed to be excited over a 24 cookie order? Thank you. I appreciate it. No cap. I appreciate it. But it's just the messages. If I could share everything with y'all, you'll be like, yeah, they bugging. If you knew it for real, it's just like, just because you support me doesn't mean that you get all access. And that turns into what I'm about to say about subscribers. I love all of y'all who fuck with my channel. It's a lot of my subscribers I don't really have problems with. But you want to know what's so crazy? The reason why I'm scared to do my platform the way that other people do their shit is because, and it's not that I don't want to be close to people, but I don't like funny style shit from people. Like, if I go to somebody's platform and I don't like it or whatever the case may be, I stop going. I don't leave comments. I don't be trying to like tell you how to run your shit or anything like that. I don't, because you know what? I know when people do that to me, it makes me go 100% the other way. So I just come to peace with it. I'll be like, okay. Like, for an example, I don't like Armand's channel if he's dragging Nicki Minaj, but if he's been covering the case on, Megan Thee Stallion, yes, I will listen. If he's dragging Nicki, I don't listen. I be having people who be obsessed with me. You don't like me, but why you keep listening to my shit? And then you be talking mad shit about other content creators who I don't support no more. If you put your mind together, you know where I'm at and you know where I'm not. Point blank. I don't even got to listen. I don't even got to entertain the gossip. But the pillow talking got to stop it. I don't. And if you know, you know. You understand what I'm saying? But don't be, and this is why I don't trust people. Because people will be in your inbox talking shit about people, and then you'll see them quote tweeting them. I'll be like, yo, from where? From where? And it be my little inklings inside of me that tells me don't trust, don't, and I don't. And people want to control. People mad because I feel some sort of way about Megan and that I feel like she deserves justice. After I done sat on this fucking channel and told you, ever since Megan got shot, I'm not ashamed to admit to it. I'm one of those people who was just like, well, she's so fucking shiesty. She did my fave wrong. She did this. Well, I fucked the bitch, right? That's still people's current sentiments, even with children. Do you believe that people wish bad on Megan and they got children? What do you think? Let me tell you something. I'm not being funny. And it's from the smallest thing like this. When I tell you how karma works, I remember when I was younger one time, right? It was a whole bunch of, like, this is just an example. I remember that somebody was doing something to make somebody feel bad. Like they was trying to like talk shit about them or whatever the case may be. But something similar, and I was a part of it. But even though I didn't contribute like others, I still was a part of it. But the situation played out where somebody did try to embarrass me too. But and listen, just because your attitude and how you handle it could be G or whatever, it doesn't mean anything. Somebody could still try to embarrass you. Things will happen back to you. Be careful what you wish on people when you got kids, when you just got family, like even yourself. Be careful what you rejoice in. Be careful. If you identify with any of that praisatory attitudes with kicking people where they down, if you listen to my commentary, I don't even say I want Cardi B to be broke. I just don't like the bitch. I don't like what she brings. I don't like the confusion. The confusion is the reason why she out here right now with a new single with a remix that came out last week that made no noise. There's no star power, but they want us to believe that it is. So I will constantly volley and talk shit about that on my channel as long as I fucking have it. And as long as she's making music, I will constantly point out the botry, the apparent volume of low volume fans, of no fans. Because even if you had 200 people to get that shit, you would have went '1 on iTunes. That's very telling. So I talk like, you know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is this. I had to check myself. And you know what? It's better for a thing to happen for it to not happen at all. Last week, just going through the case and just hearing shit like whatever the case may be. No, I don't talk about that case on my channel like that. But I could talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. All right? All right. No, I don't talk about the details of that case. But I felt like for the past 2 years, I was just on some like, fuck it. Whatever happened to Megan, it just happened. Fuck it. Like, no. Because I wouldn't want to get that phone call about my motherfucking niece just because she ain't like a few bitches, just because she might have shitted on her, she fucked the nigga, and they like, oh, they shot her, and then, oh, now I'm no. Have the same empathy and sympathy. I don't give a fuck about nobody in the comments who talking about what about somebody. No, we talking about the victim. And you know what? I want to rest and say this. Now, being that we know that somebody definitely fired on Megan, now we know that based on how this case has played out, there may be reasonable doubt, right? Now, I'm not like Megan has to find some sort of peace with that, but I am okay with knowing that I know something happened to that girl. It's a lot of y'all out there don't even give a fuck about what happened to her. I don't know where you met me at. I don't know what blogger you met me through, but I don't feel the way that other people feel. So I'm asking you right now that if you find it problematic with how I feel and my approach and wanting the best for people and shit like that, this is not the channel for you. It's not. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of y'all met me through different places, but I'm telling you, you don't got to do it. You don't got to support me. You don't got to show up when I go live. Align with people who have the same processing as you, with people who feel the same way. You're not gonna get in my comments or say shit subliminally. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's like even one person, I thought that we was cool, and I caught this person subbing me. Like, you talking mad shit, talking about, oh, you don't even talk about. So I told y'all that I don't talk about it. I told you that. I made the choice not to talk about it. But I could say whatever the fuck I want. A lot of y'all grew up in controlled environments. Like, let me tell you something. I see this a lot happen to women. Say you walking down the street, right? And you just like, oh, I want to go get Chick-fil-A. And then you meet a guy, a manipulative ass guy, like a guy who made Megan and her fucking friend fight. You know how even, and I'll be honest with you, even as me as a man, I know that we all have the ability to manipulate, right? It could be a woman walking down the street and she'd be like, you know what? I'm going to Chick-fil-A. Say she meet a guy walking on the way. He'd be like, damn, you going to Chick-fil-A? Look at their fucking barbecue sauce. They put so much chemicals in that shit. They do this. Next thing you know, within 3 steps, now she don't want Chick-fil-A no more. Nobody can change my mind like that. I am who I am. I know what I know. I'm very comfortable. My opinion needs no cosign. I want to say that I want to say it 10 times. My opinion requires no cosign. 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 I don't know how to say it any other way. I don't. Anyway, that just kind of flowed. The reason why I did this video is because I was at work and we had a water main break and they let us out early. And you know, today I was at work and I have PTO tomorrow because I got so many orders that I need to ship off and make sure that my customers got their stuff before Christmas, express shipping only. So I gotta ship that off, right? So today I was at work and I'm just like, I need more time. I need more time. And even though it's 2 hours, we still got to work 2 hours early. So now I'm about to go do my shipments. Now I'm about to go and work on my orders. And now I don't even need PTO for tomorrow because tomorrow we only work until fucking 11 o'clock. When I tell you my job is amazing at paying it back to the fucking employees, they are amazing. Mind you, I feel bad for my homie. I'm like, yo, you got work on Friday? And he like, yeah. I'm like, you working on Friday? My job, we off. Tomorrow we off at 11. 11, I think it's either 11 or 11:30. We off. You either got the option to go to the company luncheon that they have at some nice ass restaurant that's like in the Galleria, or you go home. I'm not going to no motherfucking Christmas party. First and foremost, I'm not eating all that food, and I don't want to fraternize with you motherfuckers. It's over. After working hours is done. I got like 2 people phone number from that job, and they all Aquarians. It's crazy. They're Aquarians just like me. So, yo, you know what's so crazy? I made this observation. I know that people are different sign to sign, right? But it's something very unique about the Aquarians that I know. We all sit in a block of 4. We all will talk, but we know when to get quiet. We know that when you don't talk too much, we got our own separate time. You might be working on a case, or you might just be in your phone, but I'm not talking, and we don't overexert and over push. It's so crazy. I just sat back and watched that shit. I'm like, yo, we all just doing our own thing. We don't, you know what I'm saying? I sat next to a Capricorn before. She kind of reminded me, but my mom is just like my coworker. She talk and talk. My mother will talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. You'll be watching the damn TV show, and I'm like, Mom, the TV show is on. She'd be like, shut the hell up. She's just a talker. I'm quiet. I like quiet time. And I could tell that a lot of adults didn't grow up with quiet time. I'm not one of those people where you have to say something to me all the time. Like, you just don't. You don't have to do it. Don't exert yourself. Don't overexert. You don't. I'm okay. I promise you. I promise. Like, so yeah, we so secure, right? And even if we ain't, we gonna fake it till we fucking make it. Point blank. I started the second job working 12-hour shifts daily. Yo, it's this guy who started working at my job, right? He's so stressed out. He's just like, I gotta pay all of this child support and stuff like that. I said, you remind me of my brother. I said, my brother used to complain about paying child support and stuff like that. I said, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let me tell you how I give it up. I told him, I said, I'm not even gonna lie to you and sit in your face and give you some typical saying from a man like, oh, fuck that bitch, turn that child support off, quit your job, do whatever. I said, bro, my mother had 3 boys. I used to watch $17 checks come into the mail every 2 fucking weeks. $17 checks every 2 weeks, and my father argued my mother to turn the shit off. Now, my mother worked at GE before I was born. She made good money, but when you got 3 boys, that shit it stretches. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had a father who would harass my mother. In my mind, I knew that as like a young kid, like this nigga's harassing for $17. My mother used to bring us to the fucking trading port store and we would buy candy with that shit and just do anything with the money. You understand? But this nigga, he gotta pay like 150 every 2 weeks. And he's like, I'm only making 25 an hour. I gotta pay my rent. I gotta do that. I said, let me tell you this, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. My brother, he used to do the same thing, and I used to tell him, get another job. I said, we get off here at 5 o'clock. I said, I hate to tell you, but you need to find a 6 to 10, my nigga. You need to find a 6 to 10. You talking about how your car payment is this and that. Guess what? We men, we're mature. I don't give people half-ass conversations when I talk to them. I'm not a painkiller, and I don't say shit that they want to hear. I'm gonna say some shit that make you uncomfortable. He was showing me pictures of his baby mom who live here in Houston with their daughter, beautiful daughter. The daughter's grandfather, who was the baby mom dad. He's like some big wig at an oil and gas company. He ain't been paying his child support for a few months. And what I told him, I said, I like that you care about that though, because most niggas, they don't care because they just hit them with the execution. Like now they're getting all of it back. But I said, I like the fact, he said, my daughter deserved more. I wish I would have just been, I want to be with my family. I want to do X, Y, Z. But he told me all the shit he did to his child's mother. So he said, it's it can't be, it's irreparable. Like he's done irreparable harm. But the thing I told him is, I said, bro, look at that little 150. I said, you need to make more money. Yeah, I said, you told me you said you used to do DoorDash and you could make over $100 a day. I said, don't sweat that 150. I said, your daughter supposed to have that. She's going to a private school. She's invested in. Her damn grandfather is paying her tuition right now. She live in Austin. Yeah, they moved like last year. He told me they moved to Austin. Grandfather is paying the baby's tuition. He showed me his daughter. I said, your daughter is beautiful. She deserved the best. I said, so rise, what you want to do? But you know what? He came from a mother who was on drugs, 9 kids. He don't even know his father. So it's just like he just told me, he was like, I don't really have a focus. He's 32 years old. He said, I don't even know what I want to do in life. He was like, and I was like, yo, one thing you got to do is you got to keep this job. You can't fuck this job up. People don't just get jobs paying $25 an hour. You don't just get, I said, you need to keep this job and just change. Like, I don't know what it is that you need to do, but you just try to be more productive. Like, we were just having a really good conversation. So I don't know. But yeah, I just really came on here because I got out early and I just wanted to run my mouth. Oh man. So let's see. Shout out to all of the Capricorn mothers. Yes, my mom is a Capricorn. She's definitely good with some money. She will fuck some money up, but she definitely going, that's all of my memories growing up. You listen, I grew up in the real era of having a mother. You write that Christmas list out every fucking year and you add to that shit. You be editing it. My mom will really try to get everything on our Christmas list. She's an amazing woman. And not even to the people who didn't have an amazing mom, but I want to tell you this, life is painful and all of that shit, right? But if you had a mother who gave a shit about you and go hard for you, just appreciate that you went through this existence with that. Just appreciate that you went through it, because everybody don't got a parent who cares. My mother might have worked and bust her ass a lot and she couldn't really discipline us a lot because she can't be everywhere at once. But my mother, she held it down. She held it down. I could call her any day, drop it a dime. Let me tell you something. And I just got to the point when I probably turned like 32, 33, where I stopped doing it. I'm very arrogant. What? Who ain't got no money? What? Even if I need my rent to be paid, mom, XYZ, mom, she gonna handle it. She's gonna handle it. My mom is like that. She's been like that. But I got out of that when I moved to Houston. I said, you a grown man. There is no more of that shit. You know what I do when I don't got no money? I slow down. Ain't no weed. But I ain't been dealing with that for years. When I want to do something, I could do it. But what I'm saying is, it's like when it's time for me to slow the fuck down, you're gonna slow the fuck down. You ain't gonna have $100 for 2 weeks and be like, well, fuck that. I'm about to go splurge and I'm just gonna hit mommy up. No, I used to do that when I was younger. You gotta grow. You have to. It's important. You be inspiring me to do better, for real. Pep talk. Yeah. Even if it's saving money out of each and every one of your checks, you should always want to be better, right, yo. Let me tell you my attitude. I don't know if I told y'all this, right? It's this boy who worked at my job. He's a fucking listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I don't care about what anybody goes through. I think that he might like me. That's what I think it is. Let me tell you what I peeped today, right? So ever since I've been working at that job, and I spoke to the Aquarian about this, my friend, right? So I said, that kid, Darius, I said, he's fucking weird. I said, I don't speak to him. I said, the first week when they started working here, I'm walking down the hallway. I make eye contact with him. I said, what up? He looked at me. I said, he just looks. She was like, you know what? She said, he's scary. She said, people don't understand our attitude. We're forthcoming. We speak. We, whatever. He said, people really do be scary as fuck. But guess what? Why do I keep catching you looking at me? Darius, stop fucking. And you know what I started to do now? Be like, bro, like, what the fuck? I start saying, what the fuck? Like, stop looking at me, my nigga. So then today, the new kid, I'm training him and shit like that. I said, watch, this kid is looking at me. I turned real quick and he's looking over in the area. Why the fuck is you? And it's like, you don't speak. Why do you keep looking at me? And I made it to my vow to her. We was talking. I said, I will never speak to him. I don't like grown ass people who don't know how to conduct themselves. Like, you scary as you got this job. It's like, I don't know. Let me ask you, is your personality like that when you're walking down the hallway? I'm not saying no. I think you should do this walking down the street too. When you're walking down the street, I'm not telling you that you should gawk at a person, but you should at least look. Where I'm from, New York, if you don't look, what's that Mob Deep? Scared to look. Scared, like you scared. Ain't no man or ain't no woman walking this world that I could walk down the hallway from and I can't look in your face. Ain't nobody. There's nobody that I can't do that with. Because first and foremost, I need to look for signs to see if I need to whoop your motherfucking ass. I need to see how you coming. I'm not walking and looking fucking straight. What type of shit is that? Nah. Hell no. We ain't doing that. I hate a grown-up piglet. Shook ones, exactly. Yeah, like conduct yourself like a fucking adult and like speak and like just be. But every time I keep turning around, you keep fucking looking at me. Like, come on, like Shabba Ranks looking ass. Like, it ain't nothing over here for you. It ain't nothing. There's nothing over here for you. I promise you. There's nothing over here at all. I look people in their eyes, as you should. And you ain't even got to do it you ain't even have to do it for moments. Just look in their eyes. Let them know that you're aware. What Rick Ross say? I want to look my killer in the eyes. Yes. Motherfuckers just walking around with their heads turned to shit, scared to make eye contact with people. Ain't nobody out here. Now, if you're sexy, it might be a little difficult to give you that eye contact like that. Yeah. When somebody is attractive, you just be like, damn. Like on some shit like that. But let me tell you something. One thing about me, and I think this is how people get fucked. There's a lot of people who's attractive, and I feel like human beings are beautiful or whatever, right? Attractive. Just because you find somebody attractive or whatever, don't mean that you're gonna fuck them, because that shit never really happens anyway, unless you just one of those people who take anything thrown your way. You take anything that's thrown at you. Like, nah. But sometimes you could be on the phone and you can hear a really cozy voice. Then I mean you like, damn, that felt good for a moment. Next. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because somebody looks good doesn't equate to sex or whatever, right? I ain't gonna lie. Giving eye contact to people who are very, very, who you find very attractive, it's a little daunting, but it can be done, you know? Word, like looking at like all the time, I'm not lying either. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. And I just be like mad annoyed. Like, why the fuck do you keep looking over here? It got to the point now, I think I spoke about it on this channel. I asked my friend Jessica this week. I said, why this nigga Darius always looking over here? I said the first week he started working here, the first week, we walking down the hallway. I'm like, what up? You a black male just like me. Nope. That nigga, I will never speak now. Nope. I be going right over in that area too. His coworker over there, I be speaking to her and I be in and out. No, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. Ain't no reason to confront him, Lacey. We don't know each other really. I'm just venting to y'all because I'm on here because I just find it weird. Nigga, you in your 30s. Like, speak to people when they walk past you or whatever. And the reason why I was like, I knew it wasn't just a thing because when I was walking in the hallway with my white coworker, he was like, good morning to her. I said, oh, you say good morning to her. I'm definitely not fucking with you. I'm not. I'm very funny like that. And the reason why I can be like that is because I have real family love. I don't need any love from anybody else. So if I put your ass on ice, it's on ice. For real. I don't deal with weirdos. I don't deal with people who wish bad for people, who glorify and wish bad on other people, because then in a moment they'll be wishing bad on you. When I tell you how people will flip on you real quick, they will, because it's as the same way as I had a subscriber who would support me in my comments, they will turn and start talking shit about you. I'm telling you. And that's not, you don't even got to be a content creator for that, but just be wary of people. The ones who love you, they will turn on that ass. And that's why you just don't even give them an opportunity to do that. That's why I'm very leery. I probably have one subscriber who I talk to regularly. No, I talk to a few of y'all, but I'm talking about just one person who I really talk to regularly. because it's just no. Because it's either some sort of sex force, people sending unsolicited sexual pictures. Like, let me tell you, you know how they say that like men and women are wired differently. I'm a man. When I want something, I'm gonna go get it. I don't need you presenting anything in my inbox. I don't need that. If anything, that's gonna turn me off, and it's gonna make me think, well, how many other people you've done this with. That doesn't pique my interest. It doesn't. If anything, I'm thinking you trying to for one, you trying to set me up because I didn't ask for it. And if more people operated like that, you would be in less bullshit. When people offer you shit, you didn't ask for it. First thing first, you walking, you going down to the store to get something to return back home. Now you got motherfuckers trying to distract you and fuck you on the way. You wasn't even out to get fucked. Now you getting fucked. You was going to the store to get a bag of Doritos. Now you getting fucked because you letting everybody just get and latch onto you. That's not how it goes. It's not. I'm very particular. Yeah. And some might even call it funny style. But anyway, I'm probably gonna go live. I don't think I'm gonna go live later tonight. I know that I'm not because I need to make sure that I'm ready, set, and go for all my FedEx orders for tomorrow. I need to make sure they're all. I need to make sure I'm ready, set, go. So I know that I'm not gonna go live, and I'm planning on going to the office tomorrow. Even though I got PTO, I want to save it because the fucked up thing about it is, even though we get off at 11 tomorrow, if I was to take the whole day tomorrow, they're gonna charge me with 8 hours of 8 hours of PTO, even though we're getting off at 11. And I need to, no, I don't need that. So I'm about to just work to 11, about to come back and bust my ass for my local orders that I got for tomorrow. See, I strategized this year. It went so much better for me for the holidays. I strategized like all of my orders that I have locally, they're all for the 23rd and after. And all of my orders that like I need to ship out, they all just, yeah, I did pretty good. I'm proud of myself. I really, really did. And I didn't even promote in all of my places that I need to do that I needed to. So me, I would ignore them when we're about to make up. I throw it in their face, whatever they their karma, and it'll happen. I would get their ass. Are you holiday shopping? Hell no. I ain't doing no damn holiday shopping. My nieces is getting $200 a piece, and that's it. I don't have no kids. I don't have nobody to holiday shop for. I'm not in a relationship. So yeah. Hold on a second. Oh, I got my coworker her daughter a gift. Hold on. Yeah, it's time for me to get up off air because it's 3:40, and I want to maximize on this time that I got off. So I want to be out of this area within like 20 minutes. So yeah, I just wanted to come live. I hope all of y'all have a blessed day. Happy holiday season. Um, Most likely, I probably will go live tomorrow. Definitely not the 23rd because I'm gonna be so busy that day. You know what? Maybe I will. Anyway, I'm gonna holla at y'all. Be safe. Happy holidays. Peace.